right, guys, I just watched my first 2022 movie, and it was Scream, and I liked it. I liked it. Good start. Yeah, so if you have watched Scream, which hopefully you have, at least the first one, you pretty much know the premise. Ghostface is back. Ghostface is back in town, and he be killing some folks now, and gotta stop him. Kind of realizing how familiar that all sounds, but you guys know the deal with Scream. So after these press screenings, people ask like, "What are your reactions? What you think?" And you got to tell them. And it's funny because as I was like thinking of what to say, oddly enough, everything I was gonna say to them about what I liked or what I didn't like they said it in the movie. You know what I'm saying? As you all know, or if you've seen Scream, Scream is known for being obviously very self-aware and meta with its references. So it's very aware that it's a scary movie. It messes with horror tropes, and they talk about shit in the actual movie, right? That's why the first movie was so like iconic. And this one does the same thing. They tackle a lot now in this one. They tackle a lot. They talk about kind of almost like the state of Hollywood, kind of where it's like you want to do a sequel, but you can't just completely start fresh because that'll ruin what everyone's like, the fans. You know what I'm saying? That'll ruin the fans. So you're trying to do a sequel, but you're also trying to tie it back to the past. And they actually have a term for it, which I'm not gonna spoil like just the fun bits of dialogue there. I mean, that's not that spoilery, but they talk about that. They talk about like the toxic fan culture and like the fandoms. Really, they really kind of go after a lot of people. It's the thing I like about Scream, and this one does the same thing. Is it's kind of hard to explain, but it has a big like fuck you and also fuck me energy. You know what I mean? It's like we're gonna talk shit about just the culture and toxic fandoms. We're gonna talk shit about that, and also we're gonna talk shit about ourselves and being like a horror movie. So you take that aspect of Scream that Scream fans will like, and then also you move to the other side, and horror movie fans will just really like this one. This one is a really good slasher. It has some gory ass kills, has some very brutal fucking kills. Like the knife when Heath Ledger as a Joker, rest in peace, said, do you want to know why I don't use guns? Because, with knives, you can't savor all the emotions. I'll have the actual quote up. Like, that shit kind of true, because I don't think it's a spoiler to say some people die in this movie. I mean, with the knife, that shit is just brutal. Kind of tough to look at, honestly. But it's good. It's fun. It's a horror movie. It's kind of gives you exactly what you want. It's weird because I feel like if this was another movie not with Scream, I feel like I would like it less. This movie does some typical horror tropes, right? Whether it's some jump scares or the way the camera is moved. And then it also messes with those tropes to kind of keep you on edge, everything like that. I feel like on one hand, if this was another movie, I would get kind of tired of it. But because this is Scream, and the dialogue in the movie is very self-aware, like I said, it kind of just adds to the experience and just makes it fun. And it's one of those things where I kind of like turned my brain off a little bit. And I was liking this movie just fine. I was obviously having a good time. And then the ending, once the killer is revealed, trust me, I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously. The dialogue with the killer just kind of, I don't know, it was just very entertaining and like kind of scary and over the top, and again self-aware, very meta. This movie is very meta, as most Screams are, but this one definitely is. That because of it, I just really thought this was a good time. And I'm trying to make not really a New Year's resolution, but I'm trying to be nicer towards movies. I was looking back on it and what I rated for 2021, and there's some movies that I liked just fine. I thought it was super, super entertaining. Not perfect movies, but really entertaining. I gave them like 3 stars. And I really thought about it, and I was like, if I just find it entertaining, if I had a good time, like I'm just gonna start being nicer, So hopefully it starts with this one. Now, bad time to transition to the negatives here after I just talked about being nicer, but like I said, there are some tropes. I can really see people. If you're not a Scream fan, you might be kind of overwhelmed. You might kind of roll your eyes a bit. That I can see all that. And I gotta be honest here. I'm very confused on one performance. I don't like bagging on actors because obviously they're better than me, okay? And I hate when people comment like, why are you talking shit? They're better than you. It's like, yeah, I mean, I fucking hope so. Does that mean I can't criticize my fucking Phoenix Suns basketball team? Like, Obviously, they're better basketball players than me. Can I not tell them if they're playing like shit? I really don't think this person, and I'm not going to even call them out here because I'm really not trying to be mean-spirited. I did not think this was a good performance from one of them. um, they are 0 for 2 in my eyes, which is weird because I see some of them getting praise. That's just my opinion, though. Don't you guys may or may not know who I'm talking about. I don't know. This is not like a personal thing. I hope I'm not making this like a personal thing. Fuck. Just I didn't think the performance was great. Just from that one person. The rest of the cast is good. I like a lot of people. Jenna Ortega, I think, is really good. Jack Quaid, I always like from The Boys. And then you got the quote legacy cast with Courtney Cox, Nev Campbell, David Arquette. All of them come back, and it's just fun. So, I mean, all in all, this one is like a pretty simple and straightforward. If you like the Scream movies, I think you'll like this one. If you like just a good slasher, I think you'll like this one. If you're a little iffy on horror movies, slashers, and Scream in general, you might think this one is or not that great. Personally, I had a fun time. Like, I genuinely enjoyed myself in the theater. There are some stupid shit here. There are some stuff that I can see people rolling their eyes. And technically, it's whatever. Like I said, I'm going to be nicer this year. I'm giving this 3.5 stars. I'm a new man, guys. I'm a new man. And hopefully the Oscars don't fucking break me. But I'm going to try to be nicer here. So, new 2022 movie means new 2022 ranked list. Once again, if you follow me on Letterboxd or on Twitter, really I'm talking about Letterboxd, I do have a list for my 2022 movies ranked. You can stay there. I do keep those fairly up to date. And I guess that'll be it. I mean, all I'm saying is, like, someone came after me. Bro, I'm fucking Asian, dude. Every Asian knows martial arts. The fuck?